In this video, I am going to explain the demonstration of custom exception. Custom exception in Python is nothing but a user-defined exception. A user-defined exception is a specific case or a specific class of exception which is defined by a user. For example, division by zero is a predefined exception class that is existing in the Python. I have explained predefined exceptions in my previous video. If you have any doubts, you can go through that particular video. Here in this particular program, the exception case we have taken is whatever the number I have initialized to a variable called as number, we need to guess this particular number. If at all the number is guessed correctly, then there will be no issues. The program will be executed normally. If at all I guess the number less than 10 or greater than 10, then an exception should be raised. So once again I am explaining, please listen clearly. The exception case we are defining on our own in this particular program is guess the value or guess the number which I have initialized. If you guess the number properly, the output will be displayed. If you guess the number less than or greater than the number which I have initialized, then exception should be raised. For that purpose, I am declaring a class called as error, and I am declaring this error class as a derived class for the predefined class called as exception. Remember, in Python, for all the exception classes, whether it is predefined or user defined, for all of them exception is the predefined superclass. So whenever we are declaring our own exception class, we have to declare it as a derived class for the exception class. Similarly, I have declared two more classes called as value too small error and value too large error. These two I have created as the subclass for the error class. As you can see, in all these three classes, I haven't written any code. That is, I have indicated it by using the pass keyword or the pass statement, which means that there is nothing to be executed inside the class. We have simply created an empty class. Now, here I am initializing the variable number with some value called as 10. Now the custom exception raising part will be from while block to till the last part. While is a loop, true is a boolean value which I have written, which means this loop will be executed. This try with multiple except blocks will be executed continuously until I enter the correct value. Okay, in the while block, I am writing try and two except blocks. In the try block, I am trying to accept the value of a variable called as I underscore num, which I should enter it as 10. Then no exception will be raised. If I enter a number less than 10 or greater than 10, then depending upon that, the relevant exception class is called by using the raise keyword. That is, for example, here I am entering the value of inum as 12. The number value we have initialized it to 10 in the previous statement. Now the value I have initialized is 12. Now if I underscore num less than number, 12 less than 10, the condition is false. So if block is not executed, then this part will be executed. That is, if inum greater than the number. If it is greater than the variable number, then value too large error exception is raised. Whenever an exception is raised in the try block, the relevant except block will be called. As you can see here, for 12, this elif condition will be true and value too large error exception class is called. Whenever an exception is raised, the relevant except block is executed. As you can see over here, the value is too large. Try again. This is the statement which will be displayed to you as output. For suppose instead of 12, say I have entered the value as 7. I underscore num is equals to 7. Then in the if block, I underscore num less than number 7 less than 10. The condition is true. Then value too small error class is called. That exception class is called using the raise keyword. Now, whenever an exception is raised in the try block, the relevant except block is called, and the output which we are going to get as value is too small, try again. Third case is if I enter the output as 10, or sorry, input value as 10, then the output will be no exception will be raised in the try block. These two if and elif conditions will become false. Then automatically break statement is executed. Remember, break statement always causes the control to come out of the block. Whenever break is executed, control will come out of the while block itself. Then the last print statement which we have written outside the while block will be executed. Congratulations, you have guessed it correctly. So this is the concept of this particular program. Now let us look at its execution part. So let us look at the execution part. So here I am entering a number called as 12. The value is too large, try again. I am entering a number called as 7. Value is too small, try again. Like this loop will repeat it till I enter the correct value. Say again I am entering the value as 11 or I am entering the value as 9. It is repeating till I enter the correct value. The program will keep on asking to enter a particular number. So this is about the custom exceptions and the case which we have defined in our example. Thank you.